Minus 10, 9, 8.
The clock is operating. We're underway.
Tranquility Base here. Endeavor, go at run left.
Good afternoon and welcome to beautiful Mount Bachelor here in the Cascades of Central Oregon. We are high atop men's skier and snowboarder cross. It's been a beautiful day here. Currently 12:40 in the afternoon, about 33 degrees. Currently a little gray-bird overcast. It was beautiful and blue early. Joined in the booth with the Adirondack Yak himself, the Cologne Malone, the Maple Syrup Mystery Man, A. Shova.
How you doing today, Beav?
What up, my brother? What a great venue here at Mount Bachelor. We are hanging out, of course, at Woodward Mount Bachelor. The crew here has just been great. They have welcomed us with open arms, and we've just had a blast here so far. We're here all week, actually, doing the Collegiate Nationals.
All week, Beav.
All week. You gonna save your vocal cords, A-Dot?
I do. I save them. I'm quiet at night, loud during the day.
Well, we are going to get loud today. We have seeded our skiers and riders. The first fastest seed, obviously, skiers 64 heats, correct? And so first we'll go against last, second we'll go against second to last, and also the fastest time gets priority on link. Want to tweet us? Actually, hey, we're not doing the Twitter, huh?
We're off the Twitter.
We're off the Twitter. We're off the
gram.
X. We're off the X. We respect national parks in the booth. If you'd like to, this is AJ, by the way. If you'd like to hit us up, you can hit us at We Flock Like Pin Actual Company.
Yeah,
this is like legitimate. You make money.
My lifewear brand, we'll call it.
Well, talking of brands that actually sponsor the event, Protection. Big shout out and thank you to those folks at Vicks. Hydro Flask. Hard to see up against the snow, but that is Hydro Flask. Thank you to them. Icon Ski Pass. A supporter of USCSA Nationals, and of course, shout out and thank you to all those folks that have donated in some way, help us put this on.
Heavy list of sponsors there, Bruce. Very thankful for all of them.
Yeah, heavy list. You know what else is a heavy list?
What do we got?
Today's
Our
list of
riders.
riders. We see red, blue, green, and yellow. Red? Red is generally first seed, then followed by will be third fastest, and yellow will be the fourth fastest. We've done that in the past. So that will be an easy way to tell who's out in front. We have 64 heats of men's skiers and 64 heats of men's snowboarders. So we have a lot of action to get through today by 2:30.
As you can see here, a lovely shot of today's course. It is. Me and Beav got to run the course a few times yesterday. Did a little running, testing it out. We had a lot of fun. Beav beat me every time down the course.
Oh, man. We had so much fun. This is a really fun course. There are about 4 or 5 turns, and then you have a little double at the end. People can either choose to double it or grease it. When we say grease, it means keeping your board on the snow. Technically, in snowboarder cross or skier cross, you want to keep flat base, keep your board on the snow, but you also want to be strategic in the turns. Ride the turns high to have some challenges, though, with other riders on the course, right?
Yeah, definitely going to have challenges as riders come into these
and that is where really the seeding comes to play. Like, if you seeded well, if you ran the course fast, like, our red helmeted guy has chosen the right side, so skier's right. So maybe he has a different strategy.
Yeah, as they ran time trials today, they probably got able to get a good look at the course and how it is running up.
Yeah, guys are preparing their boards every night.
Wax game is very crucial. Hope you got a good coach that really knows how to run the roto brush.
Yeah. Do you wax your board? Kids are pretty serious. They probably wax and have them like, hey, we're just doing this for fun.
Yeah, I bet you a lot of them up there too. Got a special board just to run cross on.
I saw some Donnex snowboards. which are a little more like to the folks at Bachelor. Again, the park crew decide to hook us up with some pretty sweet mugs. Check these mugs out if we can get a shot of these Bachelor mugs. Orange.
A little hard with the sun blown out.
She is.
But thank you to Ryan for hooking us up with these. Much appreciated.
Yeah. That's us fake drinking out of them, by the way.
I actually have liquid in mine now.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I got a little water in there.
Thanks for letting me know. I was trying to actually like legitimately sip, and it looked terrible.
Well, if you didn't go ahead and drink all your fluids that you brought to the mountain today already, you could have something in there.
Oh my gosh, dude. 64 ounces of fluids.
Hey, you got to stay hydrated.
You do. Yes, hydration is key.
A little crispy on the nose tip.
So we are just a couple minutes out. I heard a 12:45 start. It looks like we might be just a little bit delayed for those on the Instagram. Do we have any grams coming through? Anybody giving shout-outs? You know, we'll read just about anything on air.
Almost anything. Let's check out what we got. Looks like we had a few that came in. Dukes.
Oh, cool. So we got some Duke fans out there.
Yeah, also Janice Gerard. Shout out to Claire Rector, Michigan Tech. Go Huskies.
Yeah, Clara was out there ripping today. So that was cool. So yeah, if you want to hit us up, also slid into a couple banks on the old border cross course. Yeah.
We also did a little sliding into the woods yesterday, which was quite fun.
We did. Mount Bachelor if you've never been to Bachelor, it is maybe one of the most fun places to ride as a snowboarder. It is a snowboarder's mountain, or, you know, a fun skiing mountain as well. But it'd dip into the next one or needle through the trees like A-Dot and I were doing, and it was just a blast. So really love Bachelor out here.
Yeah, a lot of riders are lined up in the gate. Beeve, who do we got?
They are not lined up just yet, A-Dot, but our first folks in the gate, I think you have the names.
Griffin Johnson from CSULB and Caden Mertzel out of SDSU. That's looking like he is going to be our first heat for our men's border cross at the 2025 USCSA National Championships.
Wow, that sounded really
loose is fast? I don't know.
Awkward silence in between the music.
It's all good.
Somebody's waving to mom and dad up there. Don't always just listen to our voices. We'll be right back in just a minute as this gets... Oh, it looks actually... What am I saying? It looks like extremely important to get the correct pull.
Yeah, you want to get that whole shot out of the gate.
So our current heat going down. Not sure who is who. We just don't have our iPads up and rolling right now. But it looks like our rider in red followed closely. Or actually, it looks like blue and green kind of battling it out in the back. But our rider in red way out in front, as you can see, just a mile out in front of those other two. So making his way down. He's coming into that little double section. He's just going to grease it. See,
keeper 115, Caleb Billings. We are going to head back up top for heat number 2. We are watching for Anhu Youngblood, Tyler Holm, Josh Marisico, and Kai Young.
So just again, we currently don't have the actual, you know, who's wearing what at the moment. So you're just going to have to bear with us. So everything we say right now is officially unofficial. And it's always officially unofficial, actually, right? Always. As an announcer, you kind of get stuck in these situations, and as you're sitting at home going like, well, I thought my kid won. Again, we're sorry. That we might get this wrong.
Yeah, the calls we make do not affect standings, finals, all of that. We're just doing our best out here to bring the info to you at home.
Absolutely. So in the gate currently, out of AMH, Anahu Youngblood. Out of BU, Tyler Holm. Out of UNCC, Josh Marisco. And out of the Claremont Colleges, Kai Young.
Kai Young. Looks like we got a DM rolling in from Amy Beery. She says, go AJ and UW Madison. Racers are up in the gate. We are waiting for heat number 2 to make their way down the F1 border cross course. This one making its way to the other side of the gate.
Yeah, at least for the first one.
So would I. After 4 running yesterday, I noticed those first 3 rollers right at the top, though, can really separate riders.
Absolutely. Actually getting the whole shot. The whole shot meaning he is out in front. So he is just taking that whole shot into that left turn and staying out in front. But right on his heels, our red helmet.
Blue still holding the lead into this bottom.
And number 1 and number 2 advance to the next heat.
Heat number 3 coming up.
No, keep going.
I'm getting a look from Beaver.
No, it's all good. I was just like, we don't need to jump into it quick yet, just yet.
I'm just letting them know who's out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in heat number 3, we are watching Connor Lewis, Conrad Hahn, Mateo Lopez, and Zing Zhang Yu. Over here, the top of Bachelor. Gonna soften the cross course up a little bit. Could make the race. Our fast qualifier for this heat, taking that same gate as last. Looks like that might be the money gate.
Helmet, Connor Lewis taking that far left. Skiers left. Lafayette College. Mateo Lopez out of UCLA is going to be rocking that green helmet.
I believe that's Zing Zhang Zhu.
Zing Zhang Zhu.
That's what I'm going with.
Okay, I'd say that's a good guess. Sometimes X's sound like Z's. And
exactly, and as you know, everything we say.
So again, Connor Lewis in that red, Conrad Hall in blue, Mateo Lopez in green, and Xingzheng Xu in the yellow. Interesting lane choice by our blue rider wanting to opt on. So Lewis and Hahn, but Lewis really taking a nice lead. You can see him really pumping and getting around that third turn right there. He is a country mile in front of Conrad Hahn and the rest of the pack. Mateo Lopez and Xingzheng Xu trying to reel him in, but it is just going to be too much by the bottom here. So across the bottom, it's going to be Connor Lewis, Conrad Hahn, 1 and 2, followed by the yellow helmet of Xu and Mateo Lopez, the green helmet. All right. As you can see, a little crowd gathered there at the bottom of the USCSA skier cross course. You can see the beautiful Day Lodge on the far left there. And if we were panning just a little bit more to the left, you would see our announcer's booth. A little tiny stamp of a shed we're hanging out in.
Hanging out in the sin bin.
But I love that. You call it the sin bin?
Sin bin.
I never would have called it that.
Well, I'm dubbing it. Sin
Okay,
bin.
all right. Well, I don't know what's happening here. Afford out of Liberty University in the yellow, and in the green, Ronan Fuller out of Michigan Technological University. So Kyle Pafford in that red helmet. And they are set in the gate. And they're off. Looks like they all got about the same pull, but Pafford just trying to sneak out in front of the blue of Parker Gray. Oh no, it looks like Ronan Fuller is down. So Ronan Fuller unfortunately biting a little bit of that snow there. Looks like Pafford is gonna have like it's gonna be Pafford over that final jump. So Pafford really way out in front of the blue of Parker Gray. Fuller having a little bit of a hard time up there on that second turn.
Oh, we got a second in between our heats here. We got a DM from Amber Weston. She wants to say, let's go Ronan Fuller.
Oh, what?
Full send, baby. Michigan Tech represent. Love, Mom.
Hey, you know what? Ronan is a rad kid.
He
Remember
is.
we met Ronan yesterday. He was practicing on the rail jam, and he was learning how to do those 50-50s on the box. And then Ronan nailed it like 3 times in a row, and it was really just rad to see Ronan kill it. So, yeah, he does. He does. Had a little bit of trouble in this one, but yeah, we'll see him at some point down the line.
Yeah, it sounds like we're going to see him back at slopestyle and rail jam.
Currently in the heat, Heady, it looks like, Christopher Head. I don't have his full last name. Out of Lafayette College. It looks like he is. Looks like our green, Jacob Fraley, might be out in front of the blue there of Kai. We'll see who comes across the line. It looks like it's going to be the red, Chris and Jacob advancing. Unfortunately, Kai Schidler getting third right there.
Yeah, Kai had a huge pull. Our next racers in heat number Odin, blue, Aiden Garner, and green, Hilario Gonzalez.
Chance Markland out of that Lees McRae crew. Seen that name a time or three.
Yes, we have.
He's got to be Boston University. Somehow getting the hole shot, but Chance is right on his tail. Again, kind of one of those things like, do you actually challenge? Is looking to track him down.
Aiden also coming out of Lees McRae.
It looks like the green, the blue might be. So it looks like the green across the line, and it's going to be green and red. So Gonzalez and Markland, your 1-2.
We are moving on next to Heat 7.
That's interesting. I'm looking at the results of the current heat. It's actually saying Spoden and Gardner. So there must have been some kind of saying, again, everything we say, officially unofficial. Into current heat number 7.
Heat number 7 in the blue, we have Kenneth Sanford out of Lees McRae. In green, Tyler Arnold, University of Virginia. Red is going to be...
And they are out of the gate. It looks like the red of Sedal getting that nice little hole shot, but right on his tail. Kenneth Stanford not going to let him get too far into this first gate. Stanford really just trying to stay on the tail, but it looks like Sedal taking a little bit of a lead, trying to reel him in. The green helmet, it looks like, just fading a little bit, so it is going to be the red of Sedal to the next.
Nice to see a fellow East Coaster. Moving on.
Oh, yeah. I know. You East Coasters really know how to ride the hard stuff.
Yeah, Ice Coast.
The Ice Coast. What's your favorite resort on the Ice Coast?
My favorite resort on the Ice Coast? Gotta be my home mountain, Titus, right in my
Really?
backyard. I can walk out my door, be on the chair in 4 minutes.
You ever got tetanus at Titus?
Never got tetanus at Titus.
I heard that's what you get when you go there.
Definitely do not.
A lot of rusty old rails.
No, man, we keep those things polished.
Oh, do ya? All right. Looks like we're going to be heading into heat. Well, it looks like a white helmet, so no color. Samuel Muzumar. Oh, my gosh. Mazumdar. What a name, dude. Out of Massachusetts Institute of Technology. MIT. And it looks like they're getting ready.
I'm thinking James Madison University.
Brubaker Siemens. Siemens sticking right there behind Brubaker. But not too far off. Yeah, we don't have a yellow this time. But there it is, the red of Brubaker.
Hey, that's our
Bachelor Shack. Yeah, that's where we're at. It was so bright in our shack, we had to put it.
Shout out to our filmers today.
Yeah.
Adam Hollenbach and Chris DeJean. Without them, this is impossible.
Who's cutting up this broadcast, by the way?
Oh, excuse me. Our producer, Mr. Bennett.
You could tilt your camera down a little bit so it's not just chopping your chin. There it is.
Job.
Wow.
What a true beauty in the
wow. Anyways, this isn't about us today. This is about a lot of great college kids. Oh, hail. Our white helmet, Rylan Krebs out of JMU, trying to reel in that blue helmet and make it into the next round, but looks like he's having a little bit of trouble. The red of Roberts. In yellow, Lucas Greider out of James Madison University. But it is going to be Jackson Roberts all day out of Drexel University. Followed by the blue of Luke Koch out of Lees McRae.
Solid run from those guys there. As we look back up top for heat number 10. In blue, we're going to watch Tony Turco. Green, Diego Savali. Red, Spencer Gibson.
Out of Michigan Technological University.
Grew up in Mexico.
He did. Yes, he did. And he is a bilingual, grew up in Mexico, goes to Michigan Institute of Technology. Trying to get in there, and just you can see a little bit of contact between Whitlow and Turco. But Diego kind of sneaking on that inside right there, kind of taking advantage of the situation of the little tussles between those two guys. But it didn't look like Diego was able to stay on his line. Then followed by the yellow and green. So that is Gibson, Turco, Savoy. But You know what's really cool about this week?
What is it, Beef?
Meeting all the cool athletes.
So many cool athletes. Also, get to meet a lot of cool parents, coaches.
For sure.
If you are watching at home and you'd like to send us a little message, you can DM us on Instagram at We Flock Like Pigeons.
Yeah, hit us up. We'll read just about anything, won't we?
We sure will.
Yeah, so send us whatever you want.
Yeah.
You got a shout out for a kid? You want to razz one of your homies? Like, let's do this.
Yeah, mom, dad,
Yeah,
grandma,
seriously.
grandpa watching
Yeah.
at home.
Yeah, you want to talk a little junk on some other competitor? Let's do this.
We'll do a little smack talk.
You want to smack talk our smack talk? We can smack talk all day. Let's do this.
A little back and forth.
Yeah, a little forth and back. And coming in next, Heat 11. In the red, Chase Podurgiel, excuse me, out of University of Wisconsin-Madison. Luke Wilson in the yellow out of North. And in the yellow, Austin Almonte out of CSU Long Beach. But it is Zachary Reese right now with the long reach in front of Long Beach. Is not quite going to be enough to catch Reese. So there's your 1-2 Podurgiel and fist pump from one of our favorite coaches.
Always nice to see familiar faces at Nationals.
Aaron's here. All right.
All right.
Hey, congratulations, USCSA Coach
Round
of the Year.
applause.
Wow. Currently in the gate, this is going to be... We were really amping Aaron up there for a sec. Aaron, one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. For a number of years, he has been coaching for beautiful Mountain Johnson, and that's to just make sure that all my facts are correct. And you tell me Virginia, he's over there like, dude doesn't even know me. North Carolina, yeah, we were in the white. Jake Fox, looks like actually he's out there. So Jake Fox kind of leading the pack behind him in a little bit of a tussle. So it looks like it is Duffy and Fox. Got a little bit of pause in the iPads. I'm hoping that was called correctly. But I believe that was Duffy and Fox advancing.
From what we can see down here, it looks like course and that sunshine starting to blend together. Maybe a little almost slushy type corn snow on top, followed up by a hard base underneath. Could make racing real interesting. If we can, for everybody on hill and everybody watching at home, having a great time out here. 2025 USCSA National Championships. Great to be back in the booth with the Bees.
Oh, yeah. It is always fun coming out for this. You know, 10 years ago, I got picked up on the side of the road to come announce this event with our crew, with Boss Hog and Diana, and didn't know who they were, and just had a blast in Bachelor. Currently, we are not sure exactly who is racing right now, but they are snowboarders.
They are definitely snowboarders.
A little bit of pause in our iPads, so we're not exactly sure who's racing, but it looks like our red helmet rider is out in front.
Red helmet rider giving a little wave to the camera as he rolled by, too.
Did he really?
Yeah, I caught that.
All right. Let's see if he'll, give a little wave to the lower camera.
I don't think so. I think he's straight focused on the finish.
Yeah, I think so. I think he did, too. Yeah. So red followed by the white helmet. And the other two, it looks like, unfortunately, may have had a little bit of an issue up there. So a red helmet for sure advancing. And that was the red of Ethan Banerjee out of UVA. And Ramley Herneson out of University of North Carolina, Charlotte. Next heat, we're going to be looking to the top. We have our blue helmet, Aaron Simon out of San Diego State University, out of James Madison University. And in the yellow, Andrew Wyatt out of University of Southern California.
Beav, it looks like we got a few DMs coming in.
What do we got?
Jackson Landry, he wants to talk smack with us. Keeps calling the Instagram, but I can't answer a phone call.
He keeps calling the Instagram.
Yeah, he says Kalen Billings us a DM saying the live feed is a little sketchy and breaks up. We're working on it. We know.
Hey, we're just doing a broadcast from the side of a volcano. You ever done that?
I haven't.
A lot of off gases, a lot of things that can disrupt, frequencies, that kind of stuff.
We do our best to bring it to you live.
We do the best we can. And they're out of the gate right now. Aaron Simon right on his tail. But it looks like Howsam is going to hold off Simon at least. But again, it's really not about this race just yet. They just want to make 1-2 in advance because nothing really matters if they, they just. Taking a little bit of tumble there at the end. So one, Howsam, James Madison University. All right, ADOT's he's like motioning me. We can't just have this conversation. He's like, we need to name the turns.
I feel like we do.
What was the talks? Followed by Larkin Tanner in the white, Matt Hall out of San Diego State University. And in the yellow, that is going to be, excuse me, wow, that changed a little bit. So Martin Talks in blue, Brian Shahagan in white, Larkin Tanner in red, and Matt Hall in yellow. So over our last one, it is going to be Tanner, followed by Mustard.
Mustard turn.
Because that's where Dijon is.
That's where Dijon is.
All right, Dijon. Our cameraman's at turn 2, the Mustard turn.
What do you got for turn 3? Turn.
Okay, so we just shift them a little bit.
Shift it a little.
All right.
DM us corner names.
Yeah, let's get some corner names.
Let's let the fans name the corners.
Well, we'll name the Mustard corner. In red, out of the gate, looks like our yellow rider, Park and Ryan, getting a nice pull right there, followed by the blue of Ryan Vo out of USC. But currently our rider in yellow taking it to the toilet bowl right there. Did you say bowl?
No. I said he had one of the best pulls out of the gate we've seen today.
Sorry, I thought you said best bowls, and I was like, we're calling it toilet bowl still? All right. And out of Westminster. So the results are coming in. It looks like your 1-2 are Parker Ryan and GJ Telep. So Telep out of University of Minnesota, Duluth. You got any fans of Minnesota Duluth out there? You know you can cheer, Andrew. Andrew Johnson, AJ in the booth right now. He has been a coach for University of Minnesota Duluth. We could go ahead and cut to his face since we have a little bit of time. This is Andrew. He says, yeah, when ADOT actually has to go to work at the hospital in upstate New York.
You got to pay the bills, man.
You got to pay the bills. Well, are you saying this isn't like a full-time gig for you, ADOT? You're like pretty much pro.
Not anymore. It used to be full-time, but as you get older, you need health insurance. Hard to get health insurance in New York.
Yeah.
Just fixing the broken stuff, keeping the place running, keeping our patients and everybody that comes in safe.
Why did they call you the Cologne and Malone?
There you go. That's why.
Oh gosh.
Yep.
You smell
some maple syrup in there. Keeps that smell fresh.
Nice. Anyways, you're getting a nice little shot of what are the corners called? What are people saying?
We got no name.
ChatGPT has some nice names. The yard sale. A turn so gnarly, it's where gears go to die. Ooh. Wow. ChatGPT.
I like that one.
That one's cool. What about Grandma's Knitting Circle?
That's top favorite right now.
A slow winding turn where you have time to reflect. That's a mouthful. Like, could you just imagine being like, and into Grandma's Knitting Circle?
When as fast as this course is today, there's no way we can pull off a name that long.
What about the slingshot? If you don't get launched out of this turn, you did it wrong.
That's turn 2.
Turn 2.
Slingshot,
turn 2. We're ditching. All right. The whoopsie daisy, a deceptively sharp turn that's claimed many victims.
That was a good name.
You gotta be kidding me. ChatGPT was even like, what? Dude, you're as smart as some like computer algorithm.
Actually, I got the name from way back in the day at Copper. We ran this Alpine race, and we had one of these final gates was just super wide, and everybody was washing out and swirling away, so we called it the toilet bowl.
I like that. Okay. It's oh my gosh. 1 sec. Wait. Here, come here.
Oh my!
Oh yeah, I forgot to slap. I just did the tickle.
That was full-blown backhand.
I did. It was a backhand. I've never backhanded a man before.
Well, you have now.
10, the last and final turn. The last rites. the final brutal turn before the finish where only the brave or the reckless survive. Man, ChatGPT is so dope. That's cool.
ChatGPT coming
Wow.
through.
How about...
I named it back in the day.
Oh, so you named it then.
Yeah, I've used it before.
Okay, gotcha.
Looks like we just had the Nordic broadcast.
Pine events. We have Nordic events. Wow.
Oh, now
They
they're just...
are. Thank God we don't have an outside camera. We are we are bumping right into our men's skier cross right now. It looks like... Wow. 1 sec. We are just going to go ahead and just make sure we get this right. Blue second, green third, and yellow. I believe is Austin Johnson in blue, followed by Ivan Zerman in... So across the line. Sorry, just having a moment getting our iPads, making sure that we're all synced up.
I'm not always the best with
It
technology.
looks like Lefrancois advances with Luke Ward, and I believe either Philip Pollock or Michael Nillen were the other riders in that first group. So I apologize. Sometimes technology gets the best of me here in the booth. Next heat, we're going to be looking for out of University of California, San Diego. Will be in the green. James Briggs in the red out of University of Wisconsin.
How much of an advantage do you think poles have?
I mean,
Us snowboarders, we just all arms.
I think the poles, you get a nice pull. So currently, right now, it looks like the red of Johnson out in front, followed by the green of Logan and the blue of Briggs. You can see those guys, they were want to stay on the snow and grease it.
Yeah, nice flat base, get across
Yep.
there. You can actually, the way that's built, there's two rollers up on top where you can pump them and get a little extra speed
Yeah.
coming out of it.
You can actually get speed by keeping your board on the ground, believe it or not. The skiers, though, they will opt to go into the air and stay tucked. So it looks like the blue of James Brigg and the yellow of Ivan Zerman actually advancing. It looks like Austin Johnson out of the other guys.
So was I wonder if the technological side is not following up what's happening in real life.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe they got in a little tussle. Maybe somebody saw something. And again, that my brain.
Because sometimes you're out there on that course, you're bumping elbows, rubbing shoulders.
Man, you want to bump my elbow and rub my shoulder?
Ooh, yeah, get nice.
Getting deep in there.
Eve with the nice hands of the
Wow.
massage.
Okay, wait.
Whoa,
Back up.
real
Jeez.
life.
And an R on the end of that. Out of Liberty University will be in the yellow. The blue, Callum Donovan out of United States Military Academy. And the green of Ben Colbeck out of the Claremont Colleges. So Patton with your fastest time in this group, followed by Callum Donovan in the blue. So obviously always good to watch the red and the blue. They tend to be the faster ones. But the yellow and the green still going to be trying to fight it out and make it to that next round of the bracket.
Moving on, yeah, this is bracket style racing. We're working all the way right down to our final 8. Have 2 heats of 4, and that'll decide our winners today.
64 competitors in snowboard and ski cross, and getting a nice tuck, but not too far behind that crew of 3 or 4 skiers. Excuse me. Looks like he's way out in front. Pretty out in front, but here is the blue of Patton, but it is Donovan.
A nice, interesting rut right down on the inside that might be giving some of these guys a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, and it looks like Grandma's knitting circle.
I can't not laugh hearing that.
Old Grandma's knitting circle is really creating some trouble.
Wonder if there's a few mittens or scarves up there.
I'm sure there are a few.
I could use an out pair.
And want to go to a thrift store and just pick us up a piece of flair. We're outfitting our sweet new booth.
We are well decorated
Yep.
inside and outside.
Yep, we have a picture of an Arctic fox from 1983.
Cute little guy, isn't he?
It was given it.
Keep spirits high and calm in here, and just a nice
Yep,
relax.
if you come in here, you relax. Yep, we couldn't find a live, laugh, love at the thrift store. Back to the top. Jack Allison in red. That's John Peabody in yellow. Peter Spencer in blue and Robbie Frazier in green. So it is the red of Allison on that far left side, but it is the green and blue of Frazier and Spencer getting the hole shots. Actually, it looks like Spencer and Allison having a little bit of a battle there. Allison getting the best of Spencer, but out in front, it is Frazier. But here comes the red of getting by him, so you can see how things can change up there real quick.
See those pants Jack Allison's got on? Multicolored, one pink leg, one green leg. I dig those. Drew pulled up in all denim today. Hopping over to the DMs, Megan Hoffman-Donovan says, go.
DMing us, hit us at We Flock Like Seagulls on Instagram.
Seagulls.
Oh, we flock like
how
pigeons.
Could you insult it?
Sorry, I was thinking flock of seagulls, you know, those things.
Yes.
Hey, well, actually, I have this company called We, and the green of Sam Rudy out of Rocky Mountain College, but it is the red of Larman out of the United States Military Academy. Way out in front right there. Followed by the blue.
Leaving these guys into the dust as they...
Rex Edlin out of Hobart and Williams.
We got a nice crowd drawn up here around our finish corral. Out here supporting our...
Was in the red. He took that down, United States Military Academy. And blue, Rex Edlin advancing. So Larman and Edlin, unfortunately Gillespie and Rudy not able to make the next bracket. The blue of Ethan Hine out of Hobart and William Smith College was your second fastest qualifier. And the green of Bodie Springer, University of Minnesota Duluth. Oh, did we hear a fan of Duluth in the house? And Trevor Buckeridge out of University of Connecticut. Again, hit us on Instagram. We flock like pigeons.
Just had another DM come in. From
Oh, you did?
Yeah, Jennifer Thompson saying, hi, Lafayette, watching from East Coast.
What up, Lafayette? What up, East Coast? Jennifer?
Yeah, Jennifer Thompson.
What up, Jen? Thanks for tuning in. If you're at home tuning in, we will read just about anything. You just got to hit us on the gram. So let's talk some smack. Let's smack some talk.
Jackson Landry, we're really wanting to talk smack, but I can't answer a phone call, man. You got to text it to us.
Come on, Jackson Landry. Text us, buddy. What's your phone number?
I gave it out already this morning in the parking lot to some dude in the cool hat. He was like, how do I get a hold of you guys to talk smack?
Oh, looks like that was... Speaking of giving phone numbers out in parking lots, that guy accidentally got caught giving his phone number out in the parking lot right at the top.
Parking lot of the starting gate.
That's right. Unfortunately, that's what happens to Jorgens. Having a little bit of trouble at the top there. But Heine, Springer, and Buckridge battling for the 1-2 advancement. It looks like the blue and the yellow. So that is going to be Ethan Hine out of Hobart and William and the yellow of Buckridge, University of Connecticut. Taking down that 1-2. Unfortunately, tough day for Jonathan Jorgens and Bodie Springer.
Yeah, you know, Beef, they say, rubbin's racing.
Never heard that.
Never seen Days of Thunder? Full Trickle?
No.
We'll watch it tonight. We'll get you up to date.
What if I have to watch The Bachelor?
They don't do that anymore.
They don't?
No, we don't.
Oh, yeah, like together, but like late at night, we watch it autonomously.
We did used to watch The Bachelor together.
Oh,
back in Placid many years ago.
That was... I had a girlfriend at the time. We were into it.
Oh, Jackson Landry says, let's take it to the parking lot.
Oh, wow. Okay, Preston Bolus about to take it to the parking lot of Tyler Jensen in red. But the green of Maximilian Nasaba says, let's not take it to the parking lot. I'm going to just take it to the lodge. And the red of Tyler Jensen out of University of Virginia mentally is already there.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, into Grandma's Knitting Circle. And the last final feature, Jensen Bolus. So Tyler Jensen, University of Virginia. Preston Bolus, I believe, advancing. Yep, Preston Bolus at the University of Connecticut taking the one few of them. So a Finn Knock in red. Make sure that we get these names correct. Again, our yellow helmet guy is not starting, unfortunately. DNS happens from time to time. I think he's in blue.
Little helmet mix-up here, but Red off to a great start, Beeb. Who we got out front?
I believe this is Tanner Bentz actually out front.
They are coming into the double, airing it out.
And across the finish line. Next heat, we're going to be in the heat knock. Finn Knock out of University of California, Davis, and Knock and Kenyon. Finn Knock rocking the blue.
Do you have a little cow print on there too?
I don't. It looks like it. Some cow, dude. Those shorts. So the 288 of Finn Knock
is looking good below ya. Addie Gardner sending us a shout out. Westminster Ski Girls coming up again after we are wrapped up on cross. Lisa S saying, let's go SDSU. You guys are awesome.
Having a hard time with the colors. It seems to be swapping up a little bit on our iPad. So we most certainly apologizing, but we will announce the riders and we will then announce who takes the 1-2. How does that sound?
Yeah,
yeah, and if you're at home, you probably know that your kid is rocking some cow shorts anyway.
Yeah, if that was my kid, I would definitely know.
Yeah. So Elio Turns, Bram Hikmate, Finn Knock, and Ian Kenyon in the blue 288. Finn Knock. Bib 306 is Ian Kenyon, and he is in the white. And the yellow helmet is Bram Hikmate. So front right now. Really having a nice race right now.
Looks like Red closed in there through Grandma's knitting corner.
Trying to tie it up. Grandma's knitting corner. Oh my gosh. What do you know about Bachelor? Any facts about Bachelor?
A lot of transition, natural transition in the trails here as we
yeah?
ride down the side of a dormant volcano.
Right. Ooh. What? Lost their way down to Grandma's knitting turn. They might take some Dijon in the mustard. Full and a half. So Oliver Sapek, Casper Van Den Brinklemay tell you when they advance. It looks like the red and the blue, you're 1-2. Oh, did we? Love it. All right. Just put your hand on my shoulder and be like, don't do that.
Not a chance. I believe in a thing called love.
Do you?
I sure do.
Gaze deep into my is actually telling me the names of these guys. Things are getting a little awkward in the booth here.
Nothing wrong with that.
Currently
Having a good
on
time.
course.
Alexander Ball.
I like how you said I believe. I think that's a real smart thing to say. There's so many parents out there, probably athletes that are like, our eyes aren't that good to go like, well, whose bib is what to what color, and then, you know.
Especially with how fast these guys are skiing today.
Dude, these guys are skiing ridiculously fast today.
Yeah, timing, they were running in the mid 20-second range. Complete the course.
Nasty. Look at these guys, serious.
It does not look like a party up there.
Well, maybe a disco ball.
Our next race is out on course. Blue off to a quick lead, but here comes Red into the mud.
Mel J and Malik. Oh, losing a ski and going down. You're another guy sliding into the fence. What is going on?
He's
gonna run across. There he goes, running man.
Make some noise.
Seen that one.
No.
And so proudly coming across in his second place position. Advancing.
Good for him.
Wow.
Although there might be rules about that, as you have to finish the race with...
Do you have to finish the race with your actual gear?
I believe you have to finish with at least one ski on.
Really?
Yes.
We will see. It looks like they're saying Sailor and Malik advancing. Unfortunately, Bell and Mjelde not advancing. Back to the top, we're going to have William Hennon in red, Finn Uri in yellow, Antoine Mark in blue, and Colby Liebelt in green. Finn Uri in the yellow, Hennon in red.
DJ Spacebar out here in the booth with us playing some absolute heat today.
DJ Spacebar? I like that. I usually DJ press play.
Yeah, well,
press play.
back in the day, we were on the laptop with the Spacebar, so.
Man, is it getting warm in this shack or what?
It is.
Eagles hoodie. Again, hit us on We Flock like pigeons. Oh my gosh. Hit us on We Flock like pigeons on Instagram.
Send Jackson Landry hitting us again.
It looks like our red and blue helmet skiers. We'll see who actually ends up in that. So Sailor Bell, followed by the blue of Antoine Mark. So University of Wisconsin-Madison skier and your Cornell University skier. So advancing.
Had to go full tuck across the line to make sure we got the win on that one.
So it looks like the red of Hennon and the blue of Antoine Mark out of Cornell taking the 1-2 on that one. Back to the top for our ski cross, our next heat. Will Sato, James Kelly, Ian Hanrahan, Kelly, Cito, Mulcahy.
Real close one out the gate on this one as they come into that mustard turn.
Yep, and into Grandma's knitting circle. Hard right there. Into mistakes were made.
Looks like red is out in the lead.
Tight bunching right here. We'll see who actually comes out in that second place battling out. Looks like the green helmet taking down the blue, so your third fastest qualifier for this heat ends up sneaking their way in there. So the red and the green helmet.
To catch up there, move on.
Did you say ketchup?
Ketchup.
My favorite condiment.
My least favorite.
What?
Is straight into the trash.
Wow.
That's how my taste buds work.
What do you feel about mayonnaise?
Could be my favorite.
Well, okay, interesting. You're either a mayonnaise man or a ketchup man, I find.
Exactly.
But if you're from Idaho, you kind of mix them, you make fry sauce.
Yeah, you guys are potato eaters.
Wow, I never thought of that, actually. That's true. We are interesting. We should be famous fry sauce. Back up to the top, Gregory Burrow out of Colorado School of Mines, Jack Albee out of Liberty University, Ryan Obice, 262 in the red. This is Gregory Burrower. In bib 235, Ryan Oberweis. So Brower and Oberweis in that 1-2, followed by in the yellow.
Coming up after our Freeski and skier cross, we will have
Women's Freeski Rail Jam Finals
at 2:30 p.m. Are we gonna hop back outside?
Are we gonna what? Yeah, we are. Did we just fit in New York?
What an interesting event that was.
Like, who the hell is this guy? Striking on the mic.
And now look at us, still here at Mount Bachelor skier cross.
Oh my gosh. On course right now, the red of Gregory Burrow and the blue of Oberweis are your 1-2, followed by the green of Hardy and the yellow of Albee. But it looks like out in front, Gregoire Burrow, followed by the blue of Ryan Oberweis. So Colorado School of Mines, United States Military Academy coming across 1-2 right there. Again, thanks for tuning in. USCSA Nationals here in Bend. Big shout out and thank you to our host here at Mount Bachelor. Beautiful ski area if you've never been, Central Oregon, the bottom half of the Northwest Cascades. Beautiful location and venue. Big shout out and thank you to Woodward here at Bachelor.
Yeah,
giving us a nice little venue.
Huge shout.
Sam Steinberg out of Cornell University is going to be in the blue. Victor Lancone in green out of Cornell. Lucas Kilman out of University of Wisconsin-Madison. He's going to be in the red, your fastest qualifier for this heat. Daniel Rassis out of University of California, Davis will be in the yellow. Now these guys in these little bit deeper heats, they seem to be a little more paired, a little tighter to one another. In the first heats, you have the fastest versus kind of the slower guys, and so there is a much larger spread. But as we go down the line, people become a lot closer in their seedings, and so these heats should get just a little bit more exciting. And currently, Steinberg, Lancone, Kilman, Rass.
These guys look real serious for this one.
Yeah, they do. You're sitting up there, your heart is pumping. You don't know. Green, it looks like the green of Lancone on the outside, actually getting in there underneath. Wow, our green rider, Lancone, out of Cornell, sneaking in there, staying out in front. And over that final booter, it is the green and red. And that is going to be Lancone Kilman for your 1-2 advancing. So Cornell and University of Wisconsin-Madison.
Shoulder to shoulder in that first turn. Like I said earlier, Rubbin's racing.
Rubbin is racing.
Having a blast out here today. ADOT in the beam. Send us a DM at We Flock Like Pigeons on Instagram.
Again, thanks for tuning in.